Chet, that third quarter, you guys were just so disruptive right from the very outset. What'd you feel on the floor in terms of the way you guys really squeezed up defensively?
I feel like the biggest thing was we really got back to our principles. You can play aggressive, but if you're not in your spots on the backside and communicating, a lot of times you end up giving up easy stuff. So second half, we really locked into being where we needed to be, talking to each other, and from there, things kind of took care of themselves.
You personally just seemed like you were creating advantage after advantage off the bounce. What were you doing at a high level to be able to get your defender on your hip or get past guys?
Just trying to read the game, take what the game gave me, use the game to give me advantages. Not let the defense know exactly what I was doing, and then from there being aggressive and forceful, and forcing the defender's hand, I guess you could say.
I just dubbed this on the floor, but guys like Wiggins and Caruso and a lot of different guys. There's sometimes more volume for them, but it just doesn't seem like anybody plays outside of their style. Why do you think you guys have been able to manage that?
The biggest thing is having one really good players. If you have a player who isn't good enough to ask them to do more, they're not going to look good when you ask them to do more. And those are guys who can obviously do more, and that's part of winning, being on a winning team, and really trusting each other, trusting that everybody's going out there to make the right plays. Everybody plays efficiently. To their strengths and the team's strengths. And, when you do it together, everybody looks good. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do out there. If you lose, nobody looks good. So everybody's all in on winning, no matter how we do it, whether you have a low volume, low minutes night or high volume, high minutes night, everybody's bought in on that.
Chet, a back-to-back for you. Are you getting to where you want to be now, physically and endurance?
I don't think I'll ever be where I want to be, because I always feel like I could be better. But, I'm definitely going in the right direction. That's probably the best I've felt on a back-to-back. This is only my second one, but I definitely felt a lot better than before on that. Definitely going in the right direction.
What opened up for you in the second half where you and Jalen to get out and run? Can you speak to about the defense that helped you guys get those opportunities?
Yeah, like you said, the biggest thing was defense. It's hard to get out and play with pace when you got to inbound the ball every time and the other team has to get a chance to get back and get set. When you get stops, you're able to get steals. You're able to get numbers advantages. Same thing when you're able to rebound and kick ahead. You have numbers advantages, and then you're not playing against set defense. You're not playing against loads. You're playing with advantages, and then it's just about playing with pace, making the right reads, and being aggressive. And in the second half, we did a great job of that. All year we've leaned on our defense, initiating our offense, and in the second half, that's what we got back to.
Coach says that J-Dub's a completely different player from the beginning of the season. Where in his game do you think he's really taken the biggest strides?
There's a long list of things I could say. He's just steadily improved at everything that he was already really good at on the defensive end. Being able to pretty much handle any assignment he's asked to do. Whoever he's asked to guard, whatever coverage he's asked to execute, he's improved over time doing that, and he was already at a high level before. And then same thing on the offensive end, his ability to create space and get a shot off and then make those shots has just continued to improve. He was already really good at it, and he's gotten even better. And I think one of the big areas that nobody really touches on is kind of his ability to run the offense, even if it's not facilitating for others. It's being able to pick his spots against set defenses and read how to get to those. He's done a really good job of that.
Thank you, Chet.
Thanks, Chip.